When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby.
Hey, welcome to SF Giants Recap, and today I'm going to be ranking the top Giants prospects from the top 10 prospects, and we're just going to get right into the video, so make sure to subscribe and like before we get started, and we're going to start with our honorable mentions. So the honorable mentions I have is Kyle Harrison, who's a pitcher on your screen. We have Jorge Poromos, and he's a really good hitter. And then we have Gregory Santos, who's also a really good pitcher. I think they're really good prospects. I just don't think they're there yet. They're still young, and they're really good, but they're just not in the top 10. And I think that they're going to once be in the top 10, but just this year right now, they're not in the top 10. And they're really good players, and so we'll see how they do when they come up. But we're going to start off with number 10 is catcher Patrick Bailey. He's a switch hitter catcher. He has really good defense. He can throw out a ton of people. He has a .302 batting average with a .411 on-base percentage, .500 slugging, and the 13th pick in the 2020 draft. The only reason he's not higher just from those numbers is because he hasn't had any time in the majors since it was 2020. The minors. It was 2020, so he couldn't be in the minors. And then, he's a really good hitter. He is a switch hitter, which is an advantage because with Gabe Kapler, he likes going righties versus lefties. I think him, Joey Bart, are going to do really good and when they come up. And so we'll see how he does when he gets to there. And coming in at number 9 is Sean Jelly. He's a 7-foot pitcher who has a 2.66 ERA and a 2.76 ERA with 139 strikeouts in 2019 for the minor leagues. And he's in spring right now. He's hitting 95 miles per hour and hitting the strike zone, which is really good. And he's looking really good. He's not up there just yet just because he was struggling before then. But I think he'll do really good. I think he might have his debut in 2021. And he could be doing really good soon. And so that's why I have him at number 9 from our top prospects. And then coming at number 8 is Luis Toribio. He is a third baseman. He has a .282 average and a .433 on-base percentage in 2018 and 19 for his minor league career. He is a really good third baseman. He has a lot of talent. He can hit and he can place the balls. He has really good defense, and it's just third baseman because we have Tommy La Stella for the next 3 years, but after him, I think it's going to be Luis Toribio, and also Tommy La Stella can play different places, and Evan Longoria is going to be gone soon. And so Luis Toribio, that's why I have him at number 8 because he's super good, and he has a high on-base percentage, which is really good. On-base percentage is one of the better ones just because when you get on base, you score runs. And so number 7 is outfielder Hunter Bishop. He is batting .229, .338 on base percentage, and he walks a lot. He didn't do really good last spring because he just struggled, I think, just with the major league pitching. But he did do pretty good in college and minors, and so we'll see how he does when he comes up. But I think he could be having his debut in 2021, and he's looking pretty good for Giants prospects. And then at number 6, we have Alexander Canario. Alexander Canario is an outfielder, usually center field, and he has a .318 average with a .377 on-base percentage. He is 20 years of age, and he has a bright future, I think. He's a real decent fielder, doesn't commit a lot of errors, and I think he's one of our top prospects because he's like a super good power hitter, and I think he'll be coming up soon. And so number 5, we have Seth Corey. He played in 27 games, and he had an ERA of 1.79 and 172 strikeouts. He throws really hard. He dominated in the Arizona Fall League, and he's just really good left-handed pitcher. I think he should be coming up soon. I doubt he'll debut this year, but 2020 is a guarantee. He may even start and be on the roster. And so we'll see how he does, but I think he's looking pretty good because he throws really hard. He strikes out a lot of people. He has nasty breaking balls and curveballs, and he has a low ERA. And ERA is the number one thing in my opinion. And so that's why I have him at number 5. Number 4, we have Heliot Ramos. He's an outfielder. He has .290 average, 55 RBIs, struggled last spring, but could come back. He did good in the minors. He's looking good. He has a really good power. He's known as a top prospect in the Giants franchise and farm system. So I think he's going to be doing good sometime, and we'll see how he does when he comes up. This is why I have him at number 4, because I think he has a bright future. And so we're on to our top 3. I think number 3 is Luis Matos. And so he is an outfielder. He has a 367 average, a 438 on base percentage, and 18 years old. He has an OPS above 1,000, and he just has a lot of good contact. He can place the ball wherever he wants, and it's looking pretty good for him. I think he'll be up here pretty soon. And the only problem is he's only 18 years old, so he is pretty young. But I think in the next coming years, he'll be really good. And so we are on to number 2, and you guys know who this is, Joey Bart. He's a really good catcher, defense and offense. He struggled in the majors a little bit with a 230 average and a 280 on base percentage with 24 hits, but he didn't do bad. I think he just struggled a little bit with major league pitching, but catching-wise, he did pretty good defensively, and he's just our top prospect. I mean, almost our top prospect, because we have a new one who's super good, and that'll lead us on to number 1. Number 1 is Marco Luciano. He is a shortstop, and he's crushing the ball this year. He has a 302 batting average, and I think he's about to take Crawford's spot in 2022. And so we'll see how he does in 2021 spring training and everything with that. And so hopefully he'll do good, and this is my number 1 prospect. If you watch some of his videos and Bleacher Report and all that, he's just crushing the ball, and so I think he has a bright future with the Giants. And these are my top 10 prospects. If you like this video, make sure to go subscribe and like, and we will see you next time for a new SF Giants recap video or baseball update. So we'll see you next time for a new video.